There are a lot of people who have qualifications, but that is why they are qualified. But qualifications do not determine how successful you will be. Your attitude does. So I want to ask, what type of people we want to be in 2010? What type of people you want to become? If you decide to be a prime minister, what kind of prime minister you want to be? I made up in my mind from 14 years old, living in the corner of nowhere, that I was going to be the greatest motivational speaker the world has ever seen. I was going to use my experience and my finesse to help people go beyond where they are. I was going to look at people and I'm going to say to them, hey, you can do anything you put your mind to do. I'm not going to come here and give you psychology, because psychology is not going to help you. I'm going to come here, I'm going to represent real world experiences for you. I know what it feels like to struggle, but I also know what it feels like to determine in my mind I'm not going to let anything stand in my way of me becoming the great somebody I was placed on this earth to be. Well, let me shock you guys. Each person here, just being you, were created to be great. You don't have to accomplish a lot to be great. You just have to be you. I became famous when I just became myself. When I stopped trying to be everybody else, have the jobs other people have. And it's amazing that the people who I helped at university and college were the same people who will come and sit in my office for my help. I like to say that God has a sense of humor. He has a sense of humor. Because at 12 years old, I would never have thought that I would be a PhD grad today. Going from not being able to read a newspaper to being able to look at what's going on in the world and create solutions. It is the solution providers that will make a difference for 2010. It will not be the people who are follow pattern. It takes a lot of guts to stand up and say, hey, I'm going to be this, regardless of the fact that I don't have the resources. I speak to a lot of young people on a day-to-day basis who say, I want to be a doctor. But my mother is always saying I can't because we don't have the money. I have a dream. And my dream is to be able to create enough wealth for every single poor young person in Barbados to have a great education up to doctorate level. That is my dream. To create a sector that people can come and be themselves and be the best them they can be. I have a dream. And in that dream, I see young people from all walks of life actualizing themselves and becoming greater than they thought they could be. It is not about what people say about you. It's about what you say about yourself. You will be called names, various titles. You know that it is amazing that in this time in our day, it is not cool to be intelligent. That you're called a nerd. You're beaten up because you can somehow get it. But do you understand that the people who beat you up because they don't get it? And they don't know how else to get it, but to bring you down to their level? I want to talk about the type of person that will make a difference in this generation. I want to talk about a person who is set to change the world as we know it. So let me ask you a question. How do we make a difference? I want to talk about the dream that you have inside of you that you don't tell anybody else. The dream that you have when you lay on your bed at night and nobody else is around you. You imagine yourself becoming this great hairdresser. You imagine yourself becoming this great doctor. this great lawyer. I want to talk about that dream. I don't want to talk about what you think people want you to be. I want to talk about the you that you know you want to be, but you're afraid to be it. It is fear that stops us from becoming the greatest somebody we can. Because we're always afraid that we'll lose our resources. Somebody else is going to come and take business from us. But if you be the best you the world has ever seen, or you decide not to be the best you the world has ever seen, when you look at your seat in life, it's going to be empty. No one will be sitting there because you will be busy doing and being somebody else.